Welcome back to the class which is the favourite of many a spectator here, the Modern Classics, the Parkett Modern Classics race. Well, our pole sitter Stuart Bayliss on the Aprilia Mini, well, he did set fastest timing, but he had some problems in the warm-up for this race, so he will not be taking up his pole position. There we have Owen Richardson on the ZX7R Kawasaki number 36 in the Supersport class. Well, these bikes, everywhere you look, they are absolutely fantastic things. We just love seeing the machines right the way through. 75 there, Andrew Carden on a ZXR 400, another one of the classes out there, the 400 Little Screamers. 222, Martin Parkhouse on another 400 ZXR. And then we're next up also in the 400 class, but on a Ducati Monster 620, it is that man, number 5, Phil Deruvala. Well, these machines there are classics all around the circuit there. James Parrish on a ZX6R in the Superbike class, Kawasaki. This is really a connoisseur's starting line. Matt Taylor on a ZX7R. For anybody of a certain age, we love these bikes from the 80s and 90s there. The Modern Classics, there we go. The Parkett Modern Classics race begins. 12 laps of the circuit there. Some of the rookies out there as well. You can see quite a few rookies, in fact, but we've got lots of classes out there. Formula 400, Megabike, Superbike, Supersport, all mixed in together. So lots of different capacities, lots of different sizes and configurations of machines all out there in the single race. The one thing they've got in common is they are all classic machines from a bygone era. So there they go. You can see the wind is starting to pick up here as it blows straight off the sea there here at the Anglesey circuit. But ZX7Rs, ZX400s, all out there together. The Megabike series, of course, the first year this has been a full championship for bikes 10 years old or more, up to 1000cc 4-cylinder machines. So really there is a big mixture out there. 169. Robert Barton on a Suzuki GSXR 600, still looking and sounding remarkably modern, actually, considering it's meant to be a classic machine. But you can hear for yourself the different noises out there. There's some fabulous engine noises, Aprilia Millis out there by, there's quite a few of those out there, some fantastic sounding ones. Around the corkscrew, the riders really have fun at that. Look at the elevation change, not quite as dramatic as the one in California, of course, but it's the British version of that, pretty much. So some screaming ZX7R Kawasaki's out there. Number 36 on camera, Owen Richardson on a ZX7R. If you remember Akira Yanagawa back in the day, the factory Kawasaki World Superbike rider who used to ride those machines to such great effect back in the day. But we really have got a mixture out there. Everything from twin-cylinder Ducatis to 400s, 173. Robert Eagling on another GSXR 1000 in the Megabike class. So don't forget that is a 10-year-old machine. That's 169. Robert Barton on the 600 Suzuki goes through, but all sorts of changes going through there with the nimbleness of the number 103. Laurie Sands on the ZXR 400. I know exactly what they are. I used to have one myself, actually, and well, there's really only 2 throttle positions on the ZX on the 400 machines, and that's closed or absolutely flat out. There's not much in between. As Bob Barton wheels his way round the corkscrew again. A little ginger, some of these boys, because don't forget they've got to look after the machines there. You can hear the wind in the background starting to pick up. Not a problem at the moment, but that may be over the course of this weekend. Round 2 of the Hottrax Series 2013, don't forget. Number 20, Andy Lee there on the R6 Yamaha on the red bike, you can see. The R6, well, it's always been a fast machine. You can see he just used the power of the 600 there, squirted up the inside and took another position. One of our rookie riders. It is 169. Rob Barton with the Tavart as the rest go through. Around that long straight, they really do. That's the only opportunity on this lap to actually get some speed as they head uphill into Rocket. the tight, twisty turns. That is the passing place. We've seen that so far in all the races. That is the outbraking manoeuvre. That's where, if you're canny, you can make something happen. Robert Eagling safely through there on his GSXR 1000, number 173. But this class has proved very, very popular because there's still quite a few of these older bikes around at the moment, and it gives people a chance to get them out and do what they do best. James Parrish on the 37, 48 going through as well, having a good ride is Matt Taylor on another ZX7R. So as I say, it gives the riders a chance to get these machines out on circuit and give them a darn good thrashing, which is pretty much what they should be doing. They're not museum pieces, they are racing machines. Andy Lee keeping it neat and tidy on the R6. Interesting to see how things have changed on the R6. You can see the exhaust pipe position slightly different, the big triangulated swinging arm as well. So things have moved on. The one thing that hasn't moved on is the nature of the engine. The R6 always was a screaming 4-cylinder 600, and it still is today. So 12 laps for this one, so it's a long race for these boys. Averaging speeds, well, they vary quite a bit from 117 for the Formula 400s to 119 for superbikes, but speeds 67, 68, 70 mile an hour averages. Wayne Morris on the ZX6R, number 24 going through on the green Kawasaki, which is what they should be really, shouldn't they? But keeping everything neat and tidy, James Parrish there on the very nice looking ZX6 yellow machine there. That was the Ducati that we saw earlier, the Monster 620 of Phil Derugala. So that's probably the smallest twin out there for sure. That's riding in the 400 class as well. But these machines into the last lap, well, as we say, everyone loves seeing these, but the man at the front, as he has been right throughout, is Robert Barton, leading the Super Sports class on the 600 GSXR Suzuki, complete with his novice bid there. But, well, he has led that Super Sport class and leading on circuit as well, so brilliant ride for him. And he's got a good gap. Look, even a heat haze here at Anglesey. It's not very often we see that. So head in the pack and leading home on this Parkett Modern Classics race on the last lap. Robert Barton keeping it neat and tidy through Rocket into Peel before he goes through round the corkscrew for the last time and heading on to take victory and starting to celebrate as well. Look at that, little wheelie gets pulled there. So he is having a fantastic weekend as he heads down the corkscrew for the last time. There he goes in the last couple of turns. Good gap at the front, so unless he does something very silly, he brings it home and takes victory. So the 169 Robert Barton on the black Suzuki GSXR 600 celebrates victory in this race. So he's going to have some fun this weekend. But lots of classes, lots of different results, as we say. So the results, the Super Sport 1 by Robert Barton, Megabikes by Robert Eagling, Formula 400s by Laurie Sands, as we head through there the rest of the results. That is the Modern Classics race.